I'm on the road a lot for What's Cooking. Allrecipes cooks are everywhere. So visiting them all, I get to see a lot of sights and meet a lot of interesting people along the way. Sometimes I stumble across something that's just too good to pass up, and I have to take a little detour. This is What's Cooking. This week we're meeting up with the Make Ahead Mamas, a group of Seattle moms that get together every couple of months to make meals for their families. But they don't just make one meal, they make up to 8 recipes at a time, and they make enough for every mom to take home and freeze. So later on, instead of grabbing fast food when they're in a hurry, they've got ready-to-cook meals ready to go in the freezer. Oh look, here they come now. All right, we're here with the Make Ahead Mamas, and we're ready to have an experiment in chaos here. How do you guys normally kick this off?
Wine!
All right, well, while they're headed off to the grate, why don't Sassy Spoons and Running Spoons stay with me, and we'll get started on the beef bulgogi.
Perfect.
All right, let's do it.
All right, we're going to start with the beef bulgogi. We're here with Running Spoons and Sassy Spoons.
So there's 8 of us, so we're gonna line up our bags.
And tell me a little bit about the bags are already labeled.
We have labels on each bag, and then we, with the instructions on how to cook it. A lot of times we put tips, serving suggestions, things we recommend to cook with it.
What you should drink with it.
Absolutely.
Sassy and Running Spoons prepare the marinade, 1 serving per bag, while Urban Spoons cuts the beef. Have you made this beef bulgogi before?
Yes.
A couple people have cooked it different ways. We've cooked this into lettuce wraps, stir fry.
Oh, that's a good one.
And throw the beef in and you're done.
Yep, and then we just mush it around and we're done. After this, basically, then we get a turn of drinking and
Because we've done our
share
share,
for
yeah.
a while until it's our turn again.
And so you're finished, you guys get to, so
We were the smartest ones who started first.
So we each bring our own cooler so that every time we're done with a meal, then we would just start putting it, divide it up so that we don't have to do it at the end.
Makes sense to me. I also sat down with the Make Ahead Mamas at nearby Green Lake Park, where it's a little less hectic, to find out more about how this whole thing works. How'd this all get started?
It started, I think, with us just chit-chatting in our kids' co-op preschool, and we don't like cooking so much or not have so much time to cook. So we thought that it would be fun to cook with a bunch of moms. And it's a good time for ourselves to hang out with other moms and, I guess, get some cooking done.
So every couple of months, the group gets together, each taking on various organizational roles to make sure that all the pieces fall into place. After 3 years, this is a well-oiled machine.
There's an accountant who collects all the receipts. There's someone who does all the recipe selection. Maya is our shopping list extraordinaire. Everyone chips in. All right, what do we say? Make Ahead Mamas?
Make Ahead Mamas.
On 3, 1, 2.
Not too loud.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Make Ahead Mamas!
Honorary member.
There we go.
All right, next up, we're making Spanakopita, which is kind of like a bite-sized spinach pie. While Pink Spoons is mixing together the spinach, cheese, and egg to make the filling, Snappy Spoons is getting the phyllo dough ready.
I'm actually really glad we're doing this one because it makes me look like a really good hostess. I'm not really an appetizer cook lady.
Oh, great to bring to a
I
party.
can make this out.
The thing, it made you look like a great hostess, but then you went and said it, so now everybody knows
Right.
that this is just a facade.
And we're actually going to bake this batch, but the rest, what we're going to do is just put the filling in, and instead of baking, we're just going to freeze the little triangles, and then when you're ready to go to a party or have lunch, you just pull out however many that you want and bake
Perfect.
them.
All right.
Yeah, all the work's already done. Another
Can I
layer.
try one?
You don't want to try it like this has egg.
No, can I try?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Like there's raw egg in there now, so you want to try.
There's definitely repeats and there's definitely some not too repeats.
Do you have a particular tragedy that...
Oh yeah.
We spent all night making it, and it wasn't very good. But actually, Maya had the great idea. It was a vegetarian black bean burger, and Maya had the great idea of turning it into a burrito, and I did that, and it was great.
They were too mushy to make it to a burger.
Yeah. It was not holding together. Yeah. We tend to do it in like an ongoing review. Like the morning after someone makes something, we'll email the group and say if there's a tip or trick there.
I think the best thing is when we report the next morning saying, my kids ate it.
Yeah, that's always the big winner.
I know looking at some of your history, you guys have you like to make like vegetable sauce that you can kind of
Puree.
that you trick your kids. They don't know that they're actually eating vegetables.
Oh yeah. And our husbands.
Their secret is out. Now their husbands.
Yeah. And after they eat it and like it, I'm like, guess what was in it? It was spinach and kale. And
Between all of us, we have 17 kids between the ages of 3 weeks and 6, right? 6.5. So that's a lot of kids to feed.
So the last thing we're going to show you today is going to be a variation of Connie's zucchini crab cakes.
This time of year in the garden, everybody has so much zucchini that your neighbors won't even answer the door. They're like, do not bring me any more zucchini. So you need to do something with it. So this is a great recipe for that.
The recipe on allrecipes.com is actually a vegetarian crab cake, but there are no vegetarians here, so we're adding crab.
So yeah, now we've made it our own. Now this is the Make Ahead Mamas.
Well, they are
With homage to Connie.
Thank you, Connie.
Thank you, Connie. So you can make these fresh. Right now we could patty them up and literally saute them in a pan. And it smells good too. Maybe we should make some.
I think we should make some.
I think we should. Look at that. Birdie. I like it. Do you guys want to try a couple? I think we should. I'll donate my portion to the cause.
So normally, all this food gets packed up to go, to be enjoyed by all the mamas' grateful families at a later date. But after this long day of cooking, we're all pretty hungry, so we cook some of it up. All right, we're pretty much finished. There's a lot of work left to do, but you can see that out of chaos comes some order, and we got some great food here. Thank you, Make Ahead Mamas, for all your hard work. It's been a pleasure. Join us again next week for another episode of
What's Cooking?